Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to pick up floats on the back of our work, and I've been working on my yellow cardigan and I'm almost at the shoulders. I do struggle with this, so I think I'm going to rip it off and do a different kind of band, but that's a whole different story. The video today is how to catch floats in the back. Now there aren't that many for the yellow cardigan. I think the longest is, actually no, we have a long one of 17 stitches. Yeah, so if you're familiar with color work, you know that you knit with two colors on one row, and then there will be times when you have to knit more than 3 stitches of one color and carry the other color on the back. And if you don't catch the floats, then your stitches are just gonna, your floats are just gonna be long, and then when you try to put the cardigan on, your fingers were gonna go under and get caught. So that is why it's so important to know how to catch the floats. So I usually catch floats if I knit with one color more than 3 stitches. So if I knit with white, for example, 3 stitches, then I won't catch any float in the back, because I think 3 stitches is, it's all right to have the float in the back. But if it's 4 stitches, as you can see here, then I catch the float on the back. And I'm not going to show you on this because the yarn is not the best to knit on camera, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like on the back of the work. So as you can see here, I've been catching floats every 3 stitches, and then I think that I left a row here. Yeah, I left a row here on purpose with 4 stitches, and you can see this is too long and you can catch your finger under it. That's why it's important to catch floats. And I have a sample, let me just put this here to the side, in bulky yarn and very contrasting colors, so you can see what I'm doing here. I've done a bit, so you can see every 5 stitches I change colors, and on the back I catch the floats every 2 stitches. So I will knit 2, then I will catch my float here and knit the others, and then obviously I change the colors. Most color work is knitted in the round, so that's what I'm going to show you here. I do not like to knit color work in the flat. No, I can't be bothered. This jumper this cardigan that I'm knitting here, this one is the yellow cardigan, and it's got stitches here, so I'm going to cut it open here to make it into a cardigan. So I just knit it around. I do not bother with knitting in the flat. Also, I will not do any shoulder shaping because that would mean that I would have to knit color work in the flat, and I just cannot, too much. I think I can do without shoulder shaping in my cardigan, no problem. Now you want to hold one yarn with your left hand and 1 yarn with your right hand. Because I am a continental knitter, I knit with the yarn coming from the left, holding the yarn on my finger like this, and I knit English style with the other color. So this is how I knit color work. So we have here, let's go back. I have here 5 white stitches, but I'm going to catch the float in the middle. So I'm going to knit 1, knit another one, and on this stitch I want to catch the red yarn in the back. So I'm going to put my needle in as if to knit, I'm going to come from the back, wrap it around, then I'm going to wrap my yarn, my white yarn around the needle and take this one back and then pull my yarn through. And as you can see in the back, we caught that red inside the stitch. I'll show you again, don't worry. And then I'm going to knit 2. So that's how to catch the right hand yarn. Now I'm going to show you how to catch the left hand yarn, the white one. So I'm going to knit 2 with my red, English style. That's it. And now I want to catch this white float. So I'm going to go in as if to knit, then from under I'm going to wrap it like this, then bring my red yarn in, take my white yarn back and then pull the yarn through. So I've knitted with the red one, catching the white underneath. Let's try again. Now we're back to the white yarn. Here I'm going to knit 2, 1, 2, and now I want to catch the red yarn. So I'm going to go in as if to knit, wrap the red yarn as if to knit with it, but I won't. Grab the white yarn as if to knit with it, but then take the red yarn back and then pull my white yarn through. It's an extra step, but believe me, once you've done 2 rows of this, it will just be like you've always known how to do it. Then knit the other 2. So we're back to the red one. I'm gonna pull my yarn through to knit 1, 2. Now I want to catch the white yarn behind it, so I'm gonna go in as if to knit, and usually I would knit like this with the white yarn, but I will catch the white yarn the other way. Then I'm going to bring my red yarn to knit with it, take my white yarn back and then pull it through. Continue knitting. There it is. And you can pull on it. It will show a little bit, but it's still in the background. Let's try again for the white yarn. So knit 2. All right. Then I'm going to go in as if to knit, wrap the red yarn as if to knit with it, grab the white yarn to knit with it, but put the red yarn to the back. So from the front here, we're going to take it to the back and then pull the white yarn through. And then knit 2. In with the red now, I'm going to knit 2, English style. And now I'm ready to catch the float. So every 3rd stitch I would catch the float. I'm going to go in as if to knit, then I'm going to wrap the white yarn around my needle, bring my red yarn to knit with it, take my white yarn back and pull the yarn through. So in, wrap the white yarn, bring my red yarn to knit with it, take my white yarn back and knit with it. And as you can see, I kind of brought my white yarn on the top, so next time I knit with my red yarn is going to catch the white yarn at the back. The same with the white yarn, knit 1, knit 2, and then I'm ready to catch it. I'm going to go with the red one as if to knit, with the white yarn to knit it, but take the red yarn to the back and then pull it through. So as you can see now, I have the white underneath, the red at the top. So when I go to knit the next one, it's going to catch that red yarn behind. One more time. Don't want to make this too long, but I want to explain it to you well enough. So we're going to knit 2 with the red yarn. Then I'm going to go in as if to knit, grab my white yarn, bring my red yarn to knit with it, take the white yarn at the back and pull through. So it gets caught in there. Next time I knit with my red yarn, I will have my white yarn caught right there. And one more time with the white, knit 1, knit another one, and now I'm ready to catch it. So I'm going to go in as if to knit, bring my red yarn as if to knit with it, grab my white yarn to knit with it, take my red yarn back and then pull my white yarn through. So in, bring the red, catch the white, take the red back and then bring it through to knit with it. So you always know that when I'm on the red yarn, when I'm working with the red yarn and I get to the point where I need to catch the white yarn, I will grab it first. So I grab the white yarn first, then I bring my red yarn, put the white yarn at the back and pull through. When I have to do it with the white yarn, I will bring my red yarn first. I'll show you. So knit 2. And now I need to catch my red one. So I'm going to put the red one first, grab my white yarn, take my red one back and bring it through. So yeah, that is how to catch floats in color work. And it made such a big difference in my cardigan and also in my altogether sweater that I worked, the Hohi Locatelli one for 2020, the altogether sweater. There were some long floats at the back that I used this technique to catch them in the back and it turned out beautiful. The yarn also won't snag, it will lay flat and beautiful. So it's a helpful technique that I found perfect. It works perfect for me and I hope that I explained it well enough for you. And I hope this video was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.